Today we're learning how to subtract integers using the number line. For this video tutorial to be effective, I will be using this format. First, I will flash each question for about 10 seconds, and you may pause the video whenever you want to give yourself time to try out each question. And finally, I will explain each question and I'll give you some tips and strategies on how to solve each question. Are you ready? Here we go. Question number 1. -3 minus 2. For this problem, our starting point is at -3. And since we're subtracting a positive integer 2, we need to move to the left on the number line. So this means from -3, we need to move 2 units to the left. So the answer for this problem is -5. Again, to subtract a positive integer, move to the left on the number line. Question number 2. 6 minus 8. For this question, our starting point is at +6. And from this +6, we're subtracting 8. Are we moving 8 units left or 8 units to the right? 8 units left. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So this means that the answer for this question is -2. Question number 3. -6 minus -7. For question number 3, our starting point is -6. And here, from the -6, we need to subtract a -7. If we're subtracting a negative integer, we need to move to the right side on the number line. The reason for that is if you have minus -7, it's the same thing as adding 7. And we learned in the previous lesson on adding integers that if you're adding a positive, you're moving to the right side of the number line. So again, starting from -6, we need to move 7 units to the right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So the answer for this problem is +1. Again, to subtract a negative integer, you need to move to the right side on the number line. Question number 4. 1 minus -3. For this question, we're starting with +1. And since we have minus -3, this means that we're moving 3 units to the right, because this problem is the same thing as 1 plus 3. So from 1, we're subtracting a negative 3. So this means we're moving 3 units to the right. So the answer is positive 4. Question number 5. Negative 7 minus negative 2. For this question, we're starting with negative 7. From negative 7, we're subtracting negative 2. Are we moving 2 units right or 2 units left? 2 units to the right. So we have 1, 2. So the answer for this question is negative 5. Question number 6. Negative 8 minus negative 6. For this question, we're starting with negative 8. And since we're subtracting a negative number, this means that we're moving to the right. So for this question, we need to move 6 units to the right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So the answer is negative 2. Question number 7. 4 minus 8. Here we're starting with 4. And we're subtracting 8. Since we're subtracting 8, this means we're moving to the left 8 units. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So this means that the answer for this question is negative 4. Question number 8. 1 minus 4 minus 6. So for this question, we will begin first with the starting point 1. From 1, we're subtracting 4. So this means we go 4 units to the left. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now from this negative 3, we need to subtract 6, which means 6 units to the left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So the answer for this problem is negative 9. Question 9. Negative 8 minus 2 minus negative 5. For this question, we're starting with negative 8. And now, since we're subtracting 2 from negative 8, this means we need to go 2 units to the left. So 1, 2, which is negative 10. Now from negative 10, we need to subtract negative 5. Subtracting negative 5 means 5 units to the right. So from negative 10, we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 units. So the final answer for this question is negative 5. Question number 10. 4 minus negative 3 minus 2. For this question, our starting point is at 4. And from 4, we need to subtract negative 3. And subtracting negative 3 means moving 3 units to the right. So 1, 2, 3. And that is 7. From 7, we're subtracting 2, which means 2 units to the left. So 1, 2. So the answer for this question is 5. Question 11. Negative 1 minus 1 minus negative 3. For this question, our starting point is at negative 1. From negative 1, we're subtracting 1, which means we need to move 1 unit to the left. Now from negative 2, we're subtracting negative 3. And subtracting negative 3 means moving 3 units to the right. So the answer for this question is 1. Question number 12. 3 minus 8 minus negative 7. The starting point here is 3. We're subtracting 8, which means we need to move 8 units to the left. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So it will stop with negative 5. Now from negative 5, we need to subtract negative 7. And subtracting negative 7 means moving 7 units to the right. So from negative 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So the answer for this question is 2. Question 13. Negative 7 minus negative 5 minus negative 6 minus negative 5. When simplifying expressions like this, always begin from left to right. So for this question, we're starting with negative 7. From negative 7, we're subtracting negative 5, which means we need to move 5 units to the right. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, which is at negative 2. From negative 2, we're subtracting negative 6. Are we moving to the left or right? We are moving to the right side, 6 units. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, which is now at 4. From 4, we're subtracting negative 5. So this means moving 5 units to the right. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So the final answer for this question is 9. Question number 14. 2 minus 5 minus negative 5 minus 4. For this question, we're starting with positive 2. And from positive 2, we're subtracting 5. So this means moving 5 units to the left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, which is now at negative 3. From negative 3, we're subtracting negative 5. Subtracting negative 5 means moving 5 units to the right. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then we came back with 2. From that 2, we need to subtract 4, which means we need to move 4 units to the left. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So the final answer for this question is negative 2. Question number 15. 8 minus 1 minus 4 minus negative 7. For this problem, we're starting with positive 8. And from 8, we're subtracting 1, so that means 1 unit to the left, which is now at 7. From 7, we're subtracting 4, so this means from 7, we go 4 units left. 1, 2, 3, 4, and that is now at 3. From 3, we're subtracting negative 7. So what does this mean? This means that we need to go 7 units to the right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So this means that the final answer for this question is 10. I hope that you learned something from our video tutorial today. Here are the answers.